Gardening brings deep peace, but beneath the skin's surface, the hands tending this soil carry the invisible weight of decades of sunlight. The spots and weathering that first appear at age 60 are rarely recent. They are the visible result of ultraviolet radiation that absorbed into the body 40 or even 50 years ago. Navigating this later stage of life requires a deliberate shift in how we care for ourselves. Looking at a timeline of a 50-year lifespan, this compounding area graph tracks ultraviolet exposure. Every morning walk, beach trip, and afternoon drive adds to this total, giving older adults the highest cumulative radiation exposure of any age group. As this lifetime exposure reaches its peak, the body's natural defenses actually drop. This declining line shows the steady loss of skin thickness over the exact same period, leaving the skin far more vulnerable to those very same rays. To compound the issue, many standard medications prescribed for blood pressure or inflammation actively increase the skin's biological sensitivity to sunlight. Because aging skin carries a heavy history of exposure under a thinning protective layer, adopting these protective measures acts as a vital buffer, preventing the skin's past from dictating its future health. Even with decades of exposure already recorded, adopting healthy habits today significantly reduces the risk of further damage. Protection relies on consistent, manageable adjustments to your daily life. The first habit is applying broad-spectrum sunscreen daily. It must explicitly state broad spectrum to block both the UVA rays that age the skin and the UVB rays that burn it. Dermatologists recommend an SPF of 30 or higher. Crucially, the skin needs time to absorb it, requiring application roughly 15 minutes before stepping out the front door. That protection breaks down over time. It is necessary to reapply every 2 hours or immediately after swimming and heavy sweating. The physical clothing we choose provides the next layer of defense. While a loosely woven linen shirt might feel cool, UV rays pass right through the gaps in the thread. True protection requires tightly woven fabrics. An optimal wardrobe includes long sleeves, sunglasses with certified UV-blocking lenses, and hats with brims wide enough to cover the ears and the back of the neck. These physical barriers serve as an external shield. They do the heavy lifting, stepping in to compensate for the natural thinning of aging skin. Our choices extend to the environment itself, specifically how we manage our time under the open sky. The sun's radiation hits its maximum intensity between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. By shifting a daily walk, a round of golf, or yard work to the early morning or late afternoon, you completely bypass the most dangerous window of the day. When you are outside, finding shade is essential, but stepping under an umbrella does not guarantee total protection because direct overhead sunlight is not the only source of radiation. As this diagram illustrates, UV rays strike surfaces like water, beach sand, and concrete pavement, and then bounce upward. These reflected rays easily hit exposed skin, even if a person is standing entirely under an overhead shade structure. Inside, there is another hazard that must be completely avoided: the tanning bed. Indoor tanning devices deliver highly concentrated blasts of ultraviolet radiation. For a demographic already carrying decades of cumulative exposure, these machines drastically accelerate the risk of skin cancer. Mastering your daily schedule and recognizing environmental traps prevents massive amounts of radiation from ever reaching your physical barriers in the first place. Beyond prevention, there is observation. Performing regular self-examinations of your skin is a practical tool for active health management. The goal is to establish a baseline and look for anything out of the ordinary: new spots, moles that are changing, areas that occasionally bleed, or unusual shifts in texture. Dermatologists evaluate moles using the ABCDE rule. A is asymmetry, halves don't match. B is border irregularity, jagged edges. C is color variation, uneven shades brown or black. B is diameter, larger than a pencil eraser. E stands for evolving, changing appearance. Spotting these signs early drastically improves medical outcomes. A routine check transforms an unpredictable threat into a highly manageable condition. Managing these risks provides the framework to enjoy the outdoors with confidence. Layering these defenses takes the guesswork out of staying active. A vibrant life after 50 includes time in the sun, handled with the same care and intention as any other part of a healthy lifestyle. Protecting your skin today secures your vitality for tomorrow, opening the door for many healthy, vibrant years outdoors.
Remember, life after 50 isn't about slowing down. It's about living stronger, healthier, and happier. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. This is Longevity After 50, adding life to years, one step at a time.